Alright, man. Welcome to another episode of Southwest Detroit Chronicles. Today I'm going to take you to Martin Street. Martin Street used to be a few crews here back in the banging 90s. We had the Martin Mafia Counts. The SGDs was here. I think some Delray Mafias used to be over here. There's a house right here to the left of me. I don't know if you guys was able to see it, but that used to be a count house back in the day, man. And you know what I'm saying, basically that's how Martin Mafia started, because the Counts was over here and they recruited, you know, some of the guys that were Martin Mafias, man. Now Martin Mafias basically, man, you know, they had two well-known, a few well-known guys, bro, that everyone knew through the years. There were, you know, Martin Mafia Counts, there were Counts, they were known as Counts. MMCs, they were basically known as MMCs or whatever, or to be shot callers, heads or whatever, you know, let's call them heads or captains around here. But two people's names come to mind. I mean, out of the originals, man, it used to be basically started with three people. That's one way. Here, Pittsburgh Street, and those two guys, two brothers, man. I actually grew up with them. 3 Feet and Luke, man. 3 Feet and Luke. Now them guys, man, they're, you know, Luke passed away, man, in the late 90s, man, and his brother 3 Feet, man, he's basically, you know, went off, man. But this is one of the Mafia Count hood, just here over here on the side. Martin Daniels and McGraw. Gilbert, we used to be all through here. I used to roll with them too, man. You know, I was sort of a nomad, like I told you guys in different episodes, man. I used to be in different areas, especially when it came to Counts. Some of the brothers were Counts, you know what I'm saying? I used to go to the schools, Hanneman School, elementary school, and that's where I actually met the Vine brothers, man. 3 Feet and Luke, man. So the house is not even here no more. I see they tore it down. But this street, there was a house over here. It's gone now, man. It's a vacant field. And that's where, you know, basically, man, the Martin Mafia Count started over here. And like I said, started with three guys, really, at first. It was with Luke, his brother, 3 Feet. And then another guy named C-Level and his brother named C-Boy. So 3 to 4 of them first started it first, so. We used to be over here, man. And there was another well-known that everyone knew, man. His name was Day Day. Everyone knew him, so, you know, everyone knew him as Martin Mafia, too. So, like, those were the main guys back in the day, man. I said the deepest Martin Mafia's ever been around the size of maybe about 20 strong that I've seen, man, back in the day. And we used to be right here. This used to be right here, man, the store, man. This is store back in the day, man. Little store. And we all used to hang out here, man. There used to be a lot of beefs, a lot of different people coming up. Like I said, man, this is gonna be like a 2-part series. This is like I was telling you guys, man, this part of Martin over here, I'm taking you through some of the side streets. This is what C-Level used to live at over here, on this side over here. There's a few Martin Mafias, man. I remember a guy named Drop used to stay right here, man. It was a part of MMCs. Then we should be over here in this corner crib. This is right here, man. I shoot my sister Nana. Right across from Chatsy, man, right there, see Sudanos over here now, man. You know, over the years, man, different cliques come over here. So we used to be over here, this corner crib right here, man. There used to be a store right here. Got tore down. So, then past this bridge over here was the other side of Martin Mafia Count neighborhood. Now, when you pass Michigan, now that's gonna be another clique, bro. That used to be over the back of the day called the Square Boys, man. And that's what I'm saying. I just said, fucking, let me make this a 2-part series real quick. I was familiar with a lot of them guys too, man. I knew a lot of them real well. So, over here, man, we're pulling up at Horatio. And this Horatio's really, really a Mafia Count strong hood back in the 90s. Early to mid 90s, man. Pretty much by the late 90s, a lot of them was already gone, prison. You know, I'm trying to think that someone died, you know. So, yeah, like I said, that brother Luke passed away. This corner house, man, this used to be a brother's house too, man. I don't know, Boricua's up there now, but a lot of Puerto Ricans here now. Now, coming to the left, man, this is a little brick house. That used to be a Count brother's named Crush House. And, man, that's where we used to be at. Dick, he passed away, man, a couple years ago. We had a drug abuse problem, man, that developed later on in life, man. But this is Horatio Street, and like I said, man, over here, this side used to be real strong, real deep, man. Z-Con. Now, this is one way over here, man. We used to be at that house over there, though, man. This house, this big one right here in the front, to the right. There was some brothers, man. Mafia Council used to be there back in the days, man. Also down here on Burden, and then coming up here, man, to the left too, man. Little Burden and Little Endo used to stay there. Now this still Council come around here back here, but the clique, the actual clique, Mafia is not around no more. That's gone. There's no separate cliques no more, really, man. It's all Toledo Mafia or nobody now over here with the Counts. And that's anywhere, so you can be anywhere in Michigan, man, and the only branch you're claiming the Counts is going to be Toledo Mafia, basically. So, church been in here a long time, man. This pastor just passed away, dude. I knew him too. Famous Tailways, man. Whoever comes to Southwest Detroit, even, man, most of Detroit at all, man, they know about Tailways, man. Triple coffee. Famous, anyone knows it. Now we about to cross over here on Michigan, man, and this back in the 90s, man, basically from the early 90s, and maybe late 80s to the early mid 90s, 95. I think those are the guys, you know what I'm saying? Stop Square Boys hood, man. Their colors were black and white. You know, they was not a big clique, man. They were practically all the guys were known, man. Cause I mean, honestly, man, there were like 9 to 10 of them, maybe 12, maybe I think 20. I think there was someone told me there was like 32, the deepest, when there was ever, you know, deepest was 32 of them. So they never went past 32, man, by what I'm hearing. But you know, one thing I give these guys, but like I said, I'm a lot of good friends with a lot of them, man. You know, the Square Boys was a clique that was neutral. They were neutral, but they were, you know, they were against folks. They beefed with folks. You know, I think at the beginning, I don't know what the story is, why they started beefing with folks or anything like that, but I know that they were down with Counts at first, but then after a while, man, they were basically a neutral clique. Basically, man, like over here in Southwest, man, St. John, man. Over here, man, it was coming up St. John. In the 90s, man, basically every clique started beefing with each other, man. So you know, they basically went neutral. Now, they used to rep a star, man, that basically, you know, as I've seen, even like gangs in Chicago, that any neutral clique, they'll have it. That 8-point star. I've seen that, you know, some cliques in Chicago started repping it. And this is Apple on St. John. There used to be a chick there that was part of a clique named FG's, named Sapphire. She lived there back in the day. We used to hang out there. But yeah, the Square Boys, man, was a small clique. They were basically neutral, man. You know, like I said, they were really never that deep. But they were all really known, man, because them guys were shooters. Most of them, 90% of them were shooters. And a lot of them end up going to prison for them, you know what I'm saying? I know some people would say guys like Soup and White Boy was the head, but by what I heard, them guys really didn't have no head, man. And I got a real crazy story, man, now with them guys, man. Because like I said, man, I'm good friends with a few of them still to this day. And man, I had a lot of ties with them, man. Now over here on Waldo, coming up on Waldo and see that store, man. I took some pictures of it not too long ago. My boy Floppy was a square who's got deported. He actually lived next door to the store right here. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go up right here, man. If I can go down Waldo, Parkwood, you know. And it's crazy, man, because you bounce through, man. Like I said, it wasn't too deep, but you'll see one of them guys. Like if you bounce through, you see one of them guys or two of them guys, bro. They'll be holding this hood down. And like I said, man, you know, them guys were shooters, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I mean, we never really had no real incident with them, you know. Like I said, man, they were mainly cool with a lot of once, man. There was like one thing that happened, man, a while back, but them guys, bro, they wasn't scared, man. They wasn't scared to shoot. Parkwood over here, man. This was real deep square hood, man. Then they used to have all this shit tagged out too back in the day, man. There was like no part of this neighborhood you could have went to and not see Square Boy graffiti over through here, man. There was no parts of Southwest you could have went to and see no graffiti, but a lot of that stuff got covered up, man. And then later on, like I said, man, you know, other cliques came. I believe for a while this was folk hood, so they ain't was over here. I heard. I know Count was up here not too long ago, man. Like 4 or 5 years ago, just one house up there to the right, but Waldo was perhaps like their main hookup, bro. This is a park up here called Waldo Park. And this one time, like in the other video I told you guys, these guys more were enemies with the street boys. Now the story I do know about that is that they were all cool with each other. And you know, some shit jumped off, man, and some guys got jumped to school or some shit, and that's what basically started the beef with the squares and the street boys. But I remember one time, man, everyone was trying to resolve that issue. The council we was over here in this park, man, in Waldo Park, man. And I remember we was out here and it was nighttime, bro. And we got raided by gang squad, bro. The gang squad came out of nowhere, the motherfuckers, man. With flashlights and all that shit, bro. And we basically like jumped, man. We all jumped and took off, man. I jumped into some one ahead of the council girl's car, and I didn't know who she was. I was telling her, bitch, take off, bitch, and not knowing that this guy's girl and shit. So then we drove down here, and some square boys jumped in the car with us, and a couple more cops was on the run there too, man. It was, you know, running from the police, man. So I asked this chick, man, like, man, who's your man? She was like, well, no, I just need help finding my man, So she told me who was her man, and man, it was one like the big heads of the counts back in the day. I was like, oh shit. I said, man, drop everybody off right now. But she was cool, man. She didn't take no offense to it, man. I was a young kid. Everyone was paranoid. Ooh, shit. Yeah. So Clayton was like one of the strongholds also. Up over here. Yeah, man, basically this was go up Central. But yeah, man, this, you know, like I said, man, this was this area of Southwest Detroit, man, was real real populated. Around this area was, I guess, was a lot of Polish people around this side of the neighborhood, because most of them square boys, man, they were like Polacks, white Polish or whatever. They were mainly white people. I know they were mainly white boys and shit, but hey man, a lot of them guys were solid though. Like I said, man, a lot of them guys, man, still remain friends with me still to this day, man. You know, we all end up going to prison, man. In the late 90s, bro, a lot of us who was through here in the early 90s and mid 90s, bro, we end up catching bits and going to prison, bro. And you know, once you're in prison, okay, there's crews, there's cliques and all that stuff, right? But man, not a lot of times, bro. A lot of times, man, it's mainly just Southwest Detroit. You know, Counts, bro. Counts was deep. Cobras were deep over there because there was a lot of Cobras with Flint. You know, Counts, you know, we're deep there also sometimes, but mostly, man, you know, it's Southwest, bro. And then, you know, if you go in there, you meet someone from a different side of the state, and you know, they'll count or whatever, all right, cool, man. But when you get around for someone from the neighborhood, man, y'all kicking, you know what I'm saying, kicking up, knowing the same people, and they won't basically know each other around here, man. You know, so basically you build a bond with that person, man, that, you know, you got things to commune with, you know. So, like I said, man, a lot of times, man, the joint, man, you know, Southwest Alliance, you know, unless something serious happened, Southwest Alliance really, you know, overrode everything else, man. So, but yeah, we're here on Central, man, and like I said, man, this part over here, man, with Square Boys, and basically, man, all through here, man, this is their neighborhood. This is Hood Central. Even like I said, when you go down this way, it's Longo. Like I meant to tell you guys, man, at one time, right? That's the side over here, man. Let's see if I can hit another side street over there. That was more, you know, Street Boys was over there on the other side of Longo. This is Central, but Longo's over there down a few still. You know what I'm saying? So, imagine if, you know what I'm saying, the Street Boys was a little bit deeper than Square Boys. Maybe a lot more deeper, but you gotta imagine, man, when you cross over Longo, like I was telling you, man, you know, when you cross over Longo side over there, man, you're taking a risk of bumping into them 1 out of the 32 people, man, that might be around. Because them guys were strapped most of the time. They was strapping, they were always mobile. They was strapping, they was always mobile, bro. The Square Boys, man. There was a rumor, man, I don't really know, man. There's a rumor that they came across a real big lick, bro, for diamonds and jewels. I don't know how true that is, man, but let me tell you, man, that or the people have money, I don't know, man, but them motherfuckers always had, like, dope rides. They always had a bunch of shit, bro, Mustangs and Mercedes, you know, Al Caminos. There was a bunch of them, man, and, let me see if I can take more down here, too, man, since there was some more part of the hood, man. There was, okay, that was what you call it. There was, you know, still a lot. See, you still had a lot of stuff here. This is like through the service drive, Edsel Ford, man, Tarnow. Now, anyone could be through here and they good time, man. So, you know, there wasn't really too many people around this side, man, but every time I think about this area right here, I always think about like either this side over there, this side is SGD hood, or this side was Square Boy hood. You know what I'm saying? And all right here, street sold. Now they said there was there was two brothers that lived over by here, man. They were Chaldean or Romanian, or man, I really don't remember what they were. But they were another big hitters for the Square Boys, man. Hitman and the brother Lil C, Cornelius. I ain't seen him in a long time. But I remember there was a big school shooting, bro. They tried to shoot the guy in Chassis. That was crazy, man. Some little flow tried to shoot him. And Chassis, right after he just got shot in the jaw, too. Wow. They lived over through here. I don't remember the house because I was all right with them too, you know. But man, they had a lot of neighborhood, man. Like I said, even though they were a little crew, little clique, kind of, you know what I'm saying, you kind of didn't want to take the risk of being caught up over here slipping, because at any given time, you know, you could be walking by or whatever, you could be by them or whatever. Like I said, man, 90% of the time them guys were strapped, 90% of the time they were mobile, so, you know, that's a risk. Taking it over there, man, with them dudes. You know, so yeah. I'll show you, man, over here. You know, like I said, I was a nomad, bro. Man, you know, I used to go walk everywhere, man. When you were young, you used to walk everywhere, man. That's why I don't understand some of these kids nowadays, man. I used to live way on the other side of the neighborhood. I walk way over here to hang out with some homies. But I used to live on actually Casper and Kirkwood, man. And I used to walk. And the only thing is, where I had good, them guys were good with me, the square boys. They were all right. That's the only thing I did have. They were all right with me, man. They weren't, you know, I was pretty confident to see me. Like I said, we really never had no real beefs with them, man. Them guys are more like they'll beef with an individual in someone's crew than they'll beef with the whole crew. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're there with the guy and, you know, you gotta ride with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's your same clique. But most of the time, man, them guys was like on a different level. They were like, you know, more beef with the individual than beef with the whole set, you know? But, yeah. So that was like the only thing, man. I used to walk with them over. I used to walk wherever the Casper and Kirkwood, bro. I didn't worry about when I come over on this side of the hood, but when I used to cross over by McGraw, shit, it was all GDs, the SGD hood. I remember the closest thing I came to, man, is that one time I crossed, and I saw them all down the street, bro, and I seen them. I said, oh man, so I sped up. I didn't want to run because I didn't want to make it obvious. I didn't know if they were, you know, if they were driving or on bikes. So I just wanted to make it seem like I was crackhead or some shit. Because I don't think they could see me with dark time like that. You know, they were over here, and I'm thinking, I walked straight down the McGraw. I was like, because Gang Squad used to be up here to the right of me. So I walked, I said, fuck it, let me just take McGraw. I was coming from Horatio. I said, fuck it, let me just take McGraw. I said, I definitely did not want to take this side of the streets because I know that's all their hood. Like I said, that side was the stronghold. Now, when you reach over here past McGraw a little bit, it wasn't so many of them, you know, over on this side. It was their hood, but they wasn't really around like that. But I said, fuck it, let me take, I'm thinking like, man, ain't no one gonna try no shit with Gang Squad or being down the street. I'm thinking, you know, I'm young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm young and stupid, so I'm thinking like, oh no, Gang Squad down the street, these cats ain't gonna do shit to me. Like, so I took McGraw. So I'm gonna turn right here, man. There's a lot of good food around this street, bro. Yeah. I took McGraw, man. I walked down McGraw. And, now I walked past Florida, bro. And I looked down there, man. I'm like, man, I think that's what. But I looked down there, like halfway down there, bro. And I saw that, I saw a bunch of them out there, man. And, I was like, oh shit, man. That's a bunch of motherfucking SGDs. So I was like, oh, fuck that shit. So I was like, man, I walked up and like I said, I didn't want to speed up. I didn't want to run. I didn't want to make it obvious because I don't know if them guys had cars. Like, fucking just jump in the car or whatever and go chase them down or whatever. Because back in the day, man, not too many people had cars like that when you're young kids and shit, man. So right here, Florida, man, I walked down right here past Florida. I look down, man, I see a bunch of them, bro. And then so I'm right here. I live up here on Casper, man. I passed Central, they're coming up, they all through there, them motherfuckers like, folk love. I was like, oh shit. So I just turned and started running, bro. But that's about the closest I ever came to like getting caught up in some shit. You know, I've heard some stories, I know stories that's true of people being caught at the wrong place at the wrong time, man. Definitely at the wrong time in the middle of the night. I mean, most of the time in Southwest Detroit, it didn't matter what time it was. But, yeah, man, you used to get caught, bro. You used to get, man, done in, especially at night, bro. I never liked to walk around at night, bro. That was just a thing, man. And people walk around at night with 1 or 2 people, not strapped or nothing, man. You know, man, like I said, I know a few people, bro, that passed away like that, man. Got caught like that, slipping, bro, and got killed. So, you know, God bless me that I never really, man, experienced nothing like that, man. But yeah, man, I just ran you guys through them little parts of the neighborhood over there, man. You know, thank you for another edition of Southwest Detroit Chronicles, man.